What's going on, guys? Radio Graffiti here, and today I want to talk to you guys about Daredevil Born Again, Episode 4. My favorite day of the week now is Tuesdays, because that means we get a new episode of Daredevil Born Again. Always excited to watch this show every week. Gives me something to look forward to. With that being said, let's get into the episode. So we open up with Matt talking to the examiner of White Tiger's body. I would have liked to have seen Matt's reaction to White Tiger's death. I kind of wanted to see if he felt any kind of guilt or responsibility of what happened to White Tiger, but they kind of just gloss over it and we skip right to him already knowing. And then White Tiger's niece shows up and she wants to see the body. Matt's like, "You have to believe that we'll catch whoever did this." And she's just kind of like, nobody's going to give a fuck. I believe this is all set up for her to sort of be the White Tiger in the future. Apparently, there's a female White Tiger in the comics or the TV shows or something. I'm no White Tiger expert, so I don't know. This is what I've heard other people saying. But I don't know how she'd be set up to be the White Tiger in the future unless it's like way in the future, because this little girl looks like she's 13 or something. I don't see her fighting crime unless she's on some kind of, Batman and Robin kind of shit. We get a quick cut of Muse, finally, but don't get too excited because we won't see him for the rest of the episode until the very end. We have much more important things we want to cover in this episode, like Vanessa and Wilson going to marriage counseling. Because that's all we really want to watch in this show, isn't it? The original Daredevil show, it was great, but the only thing that kept it from being a masterpiece was we didn't get scenes of Vanessa and Wilson Fisk going over their relationship problems. But thankfully, Born Again has us covered there. Yeah, couldn't give less of a shit about this. Complete waste of time. Don't see where this is going. Couldn't care less about Kingpin and his marriage with his wife. This is all a complete waste of time. But don't worry, the episode gets even dumber. We waste our time even more on some dumbass criminal who gets mad because he doesn't get probation for stealing food, when he has a long history, 25 pages, Matt says he has, of him committing crimes. He's constantly rude to Matt, constantly calling him a blind man. He's like, "Hello, do you hear me, blind man?" And he's just making all these demands for Matt to get him on probation. He's like, "You better get me on probation. I won't take anything but that." He's just making all these demands like he's not the one committing all these crimes. Like he hasn't brought all this onto himself. And the show acts like we're supposed to be on his side on all this. I don't know why this is even here. It feels like another thing that's just a complete waste of time in this episode. Then the dumbest part about all this is he's all like, "They're wasting more money locking me up. They could have spent that money to feed me." And then Matt agrees? What the fuck? This is so fucking stupid. I have no idea why this is even in this episode. Like, really? What kind of logic is that? "Oh, well, if it cost you more money to lock me up than to pay me to not commit crimes, then why don't you just do that?" What kind of logic is that? I have no idea why Matt agrees to this. He's like, "You're right." No, he's not, Matt. This writing is just terrible, if you ask me. I just did not like anything about this in the episode at all. Matt ends up confronting the cop that White Tiger beat up to see if he's lying about knowing who killed him, which I thought was pretty smart, how Matt kind of uses his senses to kind of corner people into conversations so he can kind of ask them a question about something to see if they have any involvement. Pretty smart way of him using his powers. We get some more boring Mayor Fisk stuff. He's running errands. Who cares? We also get some more stupid BB Urich interviews. Don't know why these are here either. These constantly just pop up randomly in the show. I guess it's supposed to give us some kind of insight to how New York feels about Fisk. Kind of feels like they're trying to copy the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies by having New York try to be its own person in the show, but it doesn't really work because it's all just really cheesy, one-dimensional lines like, "Oh, I think these vigilantes are great. I should be a vigilante too." I don't know. Seems like the show wastes a lot of time on stuff that really doesn't matter. So Matt ends up finding the bullet that White Tiger got popped with. It has a Punisher skull on it. So he goes to find Frank. Somehow he actually knows where he is. I don't know how he knew where Frank was this whole time. The last we seen these two, Frank was just like, "See you around, Red," on a rooftop, and he just disappears after that. So I don't know if they've been sending each other text messages or calling each other since then, but anyways, Matt finds them. And we get the best scene of the entire season so far. The acting, the dialogue, it's all just fantastic. Jon Bernthal is fantastic as the Punisher. This dude just kills it. Every time Matt and Frank are on screen together, they just create absolute cinema. Like, fuck Punisher getting his own TV show. He needs to stay right here in Daredevil, because they are just too great together. Punisher Season 1 was, it was alright. Season 2 was pretty shit. Punisher, I don't think really works well on his own. He works better when he's kind of bouncing off other characters, like, other superheroes. My favorite lines were when Matt was yelling out, "He got life!" And then Frank's like, "How about old Foggy, huh? Did he get life?" That was just so great. I also love when Frank was just going off on Matt about, "I do not have time for your candy-ass superhero shit." My god, why is the Punisher so fucking badass in this show, man? It's like every time Punisher gets to show up in a Daredevil show, the writers just cook so fucking hard. I also think it's the first time somebody's actually called Bullseye in a Daredevil show so far. That was pretty cool hearing Frank name drop Bullseye. So yeah, this Frank and Matt scene, in my opinion, best scene of the entire series so far. This was just so great. I also love Frank telling Matt every time he, quiets down, every time he stays still, you can still hear his little boy's voice. And then Matt just starts breaking down, thinking about Foggy. Man, I love this scene. So at this point, the episode's already about over. We get another boring scene of Vanessa and Fisk. Matt has sex with Heather. Honestly, I forgot they were even together. Does she not question why a blind man has so many scars all over his body? He looks a little cleaned up from the Netflix show, but there's so many times where Matt has just gotten completely fucked up. Remember that fight between Nobu and Daredevil? In Daredevil Season 1? Nobu basically puts his ass in a blender, like he completely fucks him up. He slices him like a goddamn onion. Does Heather not wonder why a blind man has all these marks all over his body? Guess not. So Matt and Fisk go to their secret little lairs to have some fun. Fisk has Adam locked up. Kinda makes you wonder why he doesn't just squash his head already. Why does he even bother keeping Adam locked up? I have no idea. Be glad when this stupid storyline wraps up already. But Matt and Fisk aren't the only one with secret lairs, because Muse has one as well. We cut to him bringing the guy that we've seen in the beginning of the episode to his secret little clubhouse, and it seems he's draining people's blood. I don't know anything about Muse in the comics, so I don't know what's going on here. Seems he's draining people of their blood. He's on some kind of Jeffrey Dahmer shit. Guess we'll find out in the next episode, but it's nice that we're at least finally getting scenes of Muse now in the show. So yeah, that's Daredevil Born Again, episode 4. Pretty mid-episode until Punisher shows up, to be honest with you. I'll be glad when Wilson Fisk finally gets his balls back in the show, because so far he's just been kind of a little bitch, doing his stupid little mayor runs, and then hearing about why Vanessa wanted to fuck Adam while Wilson Fisk was gone. It's just stuff I don't care to watch. We only get about 40 to 50 minutes every week, so don't we waste time on stupid stuff like this that I don't feel like is even necessary. Makes me wonder why we're even watching it. Like, where is the storyline going? I don't know. Guess we'll just have to see. But yeah, what did you guys think about Daredevil Born Again, episode 4? We finally got Punisher back, guys. I know you guys love that. It's just so crazy that we're now in a time right now where we're getting more scenes of Jon Bernthal as the Punisher. We haven't seen this guy with Daredevil since season 2. And now they're finally back together. This is just so cool. I love seeing Jon Bernthal back. Hope he's in more scenes. And while we're at it, can we bring Elektra back too? Frank, Matt, Elektra, Karen, Foggy. Those are the characters I want to see in this show. And Wilson Fisk as well, obviously. But I want more of that. Less of BB Urich interviews. Less of Fisk and counseling. Less of Matt having to tell some criminal he's right for feeling like he should be paid instead of stealing food. That's what I want. But yeah. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave your thoughts on the episode down below. I'd love to discuss the episode with you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.